Attraction is not a simple feeling. It is a subtle, intricate game of tension, perception, and carefully orchestrated mystery. Yet, despite its complexity, most men approach it with the blunt tools of kindness and generosity, assuming that giving more attention, more time, more compliments, will automatically earn affection. This is the critical mistake. Men give too much, too soon, and too easily. They offer gifts without meaning, praise without discretion, and availability without limit, believing these gestures will make them irresistible. But Machiavelli, the master of human psychology and power dynamics, understood a truth that most men ignore. Desire does not thrive in abundance. It thrives in scarcity. Giving excessively does not create attraction. It destroys it. What should be magnetic becomes mundane. What should provoke longing becomes expected. The psychology behind this is simple yet profound. Desire is fueled by uncertainty and challenge. It is the friction, the subtle tension, the game of earning what is rare that excites the mind. When a man gives too freely, he removes this spark. Imagine a woman who receives constant attention and praise. At first, she may feel flattered, even intrigued. But over time, the thrill of the chase disappears. Her mind no longer experiences the subtle excitement of testing boundaries or wondering if he will act differently this time. Comfort replaces curiosity. Adoration fades into indifference. What the man interprets as connection, Machiavelli would recognize as strategic surrender. He has unknowingly ceded his psychological influence. The consequences of overgiving extend far beyond mere loss of attraction. First, it creates predictability. A man who is always available, always agreeable, and always ready to please becomes unremarkable. Human desire is wired for novelty and challenge. When interactions are predictable, fascination dies. Second, overgiving signals neediness. Every unearned favor, every excessive compliment, every act of constant attention communicates an unspoken truth. I depend on your approval. Desire never responds to dependence. It responds to power, self-possession, and challenge. The solution is counterintuitive yet elegant. Give less, but with precision. Let your attention, energy, and time be measured, deliberate, and meaningful. Scarcity becomes your invisible weapon. Make your presence felt without saturating her world. Make your words carry weight rather than scatter meaninglessly. Every act of giving should appear as a choice, a rare reward, a treasure, not a necessity. In doing so, you reclaim control, not through force, but through perception. The woman's mind begins to engage with you on a deeper level, intrigued by the challenge, curious about your intentions, drawn to the subtle tension you maintain. This is only the opening truth of attraction. The moment a man learns to balance giving with restraint, he begins to step into the role of the unseen architect of desire. But this is just the beginning. Mastering scarcity and perception sets the stage for the next, more powerful layer of attraction. Understanding timing, psychological tension, and the unspoken games that compel a woman to notice, respect, and even crave a man who cannot be taken for granted. Machiavelli teaches that withholding, when executed with strategy and precision, is one of the most powerful tools in cultivating desire. It is not about cruelty or disinterest, it is about engineering perception. If a woman seeks your attention, respond selectively. If she asks for a favor, pause and consider the timing and psychological effect of granting it. The act itself holds little intrinsic power. What matters is the value it conveys. Think of it like a diamond. It does not command awe because it is common, but because it is rare. Your attention operates under the same principle. When it is scarce, it becomes magnetic, irresistible, and psychologically potent. Let's illustrate this with a scenario. A man floods a woman's phone with messages, answers every call immediately, and showers her with compliments. At first, she may react with enthusiasm, flattered by the constant affirmation. But the brain is wired to normalize repeated rewards. When attention and praise become routine, the novelty fades, anticipation disappears, and desire diminishes. The very gestures intended to captivate now breed complacency. The man, despite his efforts, has unwittingly trained her mind to take him for granted. Desire, once active, evaporates. Contrast this with the man who understands scarcity. He communicates selectively. His messages are thoughtful, carrying meaning rather than noise. He offers help, favors, or attention deliberately, only when they hold significance. The woman's mind begins to recognize patterns in his behavior, to notice the rhythm of engagement and absence. Without consciously realizing it, she begins to compete for his attention. Every interaction gains weight. Every moment of connection becomes a reward to be earned, and the psychological tension, the fuel of attraction, intensifies. This is the Machiavellian architecture of desire in action, creating value through intentional restraint. Another crucial dimension is the cultivation of self-sufficiency. Men who overgive often do so out of a subtle, almost invisible need for validation. Their gestures are less about offering value and more about proving worth, seeking external approval to fill internal gaps. The consequence is dependence. They project neediness, and desire recoils from need. The Machiavellian solution is to develop a life that is rich in purpose, goals, and self-mastery. A man who is deeply engaged in his pursuits, accomplished and self-reliant, does not give out of need. He gives selectively, intentionally, and powerfully. Even the smallest gestures are amplified because they signal that his attention is a privilege, a rare resource, a high-value offering, rather than a default expectation. Machiavelli would also emphasize the necessity of strategic unpredictability. Human desire thrives on uncertainty, on the subtle tension between engagement and absence. By alternating between presence and withdrawal, a man triggers the brain's reward system in a way that mirrors gambling, a psychological slot machine of attention. Each interaction becomes charged with anticipation. Every act of giving carries gravity, and desire is amplified. Curiosity ignites, imagination awakens, and longing deepens. Overgiving, in contrast, annihilates this dynamic. It replaces intrigue with comfort, unpredictability with monotony, and desire with the deadly familiarity of routine. In attraction, comfort is the ultimate killer. Tension, mystery, and scarcity are its most potent allies. Now, let's move into the practical mechanics of correcting the deadly mistake of overgiving step by step. Pause. Before you give, every action, every compliment, favor, gift, or message should be preceded by a deliberate pause. Ask yourself, does this elevate her perception of me, or does it erode it? Will this gesture enhance intrigue, or will it breed predictability? A man who reacts impulsively, giving freely without thought, sacrifices the invisible power of anticipation. Strategic restraint turns even a simple message or favor into an event, something she notices and values rather than takes for granted. Give strategically. Scarcity is the invisible lever of attraction. Each compliment, each gift, each act of attention should feel intentional, rare, and meaningful. Avoid mindless generosity. A single, well-timed compliment that pierces her consciousness is far more powerful than a barrage of praise that blends into white noise. Similarly, favors or gifts are not mere gestures. They are signals of value, tokens of significance that carry weight precisely because they are not given lightly. Create absence. Presence alone does not equal power. Availability without selectivity signals neediness. Absence, however, signals independence and high value. By withdrawing strategically, by making yourself not always accessible, you spark reflection and curiosity. Your absence compels her mind to fill the void, to analyze your behavior, to wonder about your intentions. Desire, after all, thrives in the space between presence and absence, in the tension created by what is sought, but not always obtained. Cultivate self-sufficiency. Men who overgive often do so from a place of emotional dependence. They seek validation in another's approval rather than cultivating a life of purpose. A man with his own ambitions, his own passions, and his own achievements is magnetic precisely because he gives selectively. His attention is not cheap. It is a resource earned through mastery, independence, and self-possession. Even when he gives less, the impact is amplified. Use unpredictability. Intermittent engagement creates tension. Do not respond instantly to every message or request. Alternate presence with absence, attention with withholding. Let her mind work to anticipate your moves. Each interaction becomes charged with significance. Every act of attention gains gravity, and psychological desire intensifies. This unpredictability mirrors the reward system in the human brain, triggering curiosity, excitement, and fascination. Measure emotional investment. Overgiving often stems from dependence, an unconscious need to impress, to be liked, or to secure validation. Pause and self-reflect. Are you giving because it serves attraction, or because you need her approval? The difference is everything. Giving from need diminishes value. Giving from mastery amplifies it. The final truth is stark and unavoidable. Giving too much destroys attraction because it eliminates the tension, challenge, and scarcity that fuel desire. Attraction is not a ledger of favors or gestures. It is a complex dance of perception, control, and psychological influence. By giving less, withholding strategically, and making your presence rare and meaningful, you transform ordinary interactions into forces that are magnetic, irresistible, and psychologically potent. When applied correctly, your actions communicate independence, power, and value without saying a word. You no longer chase desire, desire chases you. Scarcity becomes your weapon, withholding your ally, and selective generosity your invisible magnet. Machiavelli's lesson is clear. Attraction is not earned through generosity alone, but through mastery of the invisible architecture of desire. Remember, the most potent forces in human interaction are invisible. Scarcity, tension, and measured giving are not tricks or manipulations. They are the natural laws of attraction. Overgiving violates these laws. Strategic, deliberate giving enforces them. Master this dynamic, and the game of attraction shifts entirely. What once was fleeting, fragile, and uncertain becomes enduring, magnetic, and unstoppable.